So just one more reading, the Six Dharma Gates, the Sublime, Kalavinka Buddhist Classics, page 59. If one is able to penetrate through understanding of the true nature of the breath, then one is able to realize suffering itself is unproduced. Thus the four classes of feeling do not arise. Since the categorical base of the four practice aspects of the truth of suffering are realized as not produced, then the dual agents, the sharp agents, and all the affliction related feathers, samyajana, remain quiescent and do not arise. Thus it is that we refer to cessation. The right to wisdom which knows the truth of suffering is able to penetrate through the nominal reality without any obstruction. So thus it is that we refer to the path. If there is someone who is able in this fashion to practice counting of the breaths, and who is thus able to gain a penetrative understanding of the four truths, one should be aware that this individual will most definitely achieve realization of the path of Theravada disciples. Then, having reached its end, he does not engage in creation of anything new, but beyond that. The Pratyeka Buddhas. Next, how is that, while engaged in the practice of counting the breaths, one enters the path of those awakened through conditions? Pratyeka Buddha. The Pratyeka Buddha breath-based 12 links meditation. In such a case, the practitioner seeks serenely initiated wisdom, takes pleasure in solitude, esteems stillness, and becomes profoundly aware of the cause and conditions associated with the dharmas. At precisely the time in which he is engaged in the counting of the breath, he concurrently knows that this very thought which is engaged in counting the breath is just a becoming component of the 12-fold chain of causality. He realized that becoming is conditioned by grasping. Grasping is conditioned by craving. That craving is conditioned by feeling. Feeling is conditioned by contact. Contact is conditioned by six sense bases. That six sense bases are conditioned by name and form. That name and form is conditioned by consciousness. That consciousness is conditioned by karmic formative factors, sanskara. And that such formative factors are conditioned by ignorance. He continues to contemplate the becoming constituted by this breath associated thought. It is identified as wholesome conditioned karmic activity possessed of wholesome causing conditions definitely capable of bringing forth feeling during future human celestial rebirths. He realized that because it constitutes a cause and a condition for feeling, it will definitely entail the existence of aging, death, worry, lamentation, and suffering led in afflictions. He realized that the causes and conditions of the three periods of time involves boundless scarcity in births and deaths continuing on in a ceaseless cycle. He also realized that there is a fundamentally no birth whatsoever, nor is there any death whatsoever. They are realized to be simply a creation of mental activity arising from unwholesome thought. If he realizes that at root the essential nature of ignorance itself is non-existent, and that is produced through a conjunction of causes and conditions associated with erroneous perception, then he will also realize that because it has no inherent existence at all, it is only referred to as ignorance on the basis of false names. And he then realized that if this is the case, even for the link of ignorance, if not even it can be gotten at, then one should realize as well that karmic action and all of the other dharmas making up the chain of causes and conditions are in every case devoid of any fundamental basis. Since he realized that there is no intrinsic existence on the part of karmic activity or any of other causes and conditions, he then wonders how could there be any reality to this present counting of the breaths. Right? That's it, just one small reading about the ignorance and the six Dharma Gates to the Sublime.